Our history is really important to us. In relative terms to other positions in medicine and in nursing, we're not as old, but we do relate right back to the time of the Romans. From a soldier wanting to help their colleague on a battlefield, right through to the modern person today, perhaps as an ambulance paramedic, attending someone in their home or in a street scene.
People who were doing this sort of help and support have something deep within them that wants to rescue people, that wants to help them, that wants to improve their health and care and settings. And I think that's been throughout time, really. I think it's not new to now, it's just we have a name for that role now.
In the last 20 years, I think the paramedic profession has developed quite extensively in lots of ways, in its professionalism, in its scope of practice, in how it's recognising other areas, such as research, as being a career opportunity.
Professional registration enabled paramedics to begin working in other settings, and I think alongside that we've evolved from very technical vocational in-service training to an academic training.
We didn't realise there was specialist paramedics or advanced paramedics or consultant paramedics. We had no idea that there would one day be people who would be flying around in helicopters.
So we've moved from being, purely a transport service through to becoming people who make independent clinical decisions, not necessarily taking people to hospital, only going to hospital if that's where it is the best place for the patient.
And we still need to be able to extricate patients, we still need to be able to get them to hospital where that's appropriate, and having expertise in those core skills that have been present throughout decades is really important.
The milestones for us in the 21st century would be the formation of the very first paramedic course in 1998. Prior to that, we've got 6-week courses, 8 and 10-week courses, producing a tech, then doing another little bolt-on modules.
The actual setting up of the British Paramedic Association as it was by Richard Lane and Stephen Dolphin many years ago was really its inception.
Now, in 2020, we've got a graduate profession where anybody that comes into the profession has to have a degree.
But that hasn't just happened in one go, that's been incremental, and so there's actually a long history of staff who are all registered paramedics or other types of ambulance clinician working together.
The journey we've come on has been incredibly quick, and we're very, very lucky as a profession to have the support of the people who can influence our future.
There's lots of demand for paramedics because the skill set of paramedics is one that's complementary to the medical profession.
We've got paramedics that work in neurosurgery units, that work as AHP leaders, that are on oil rigs, that are in the independent sector doing amazing, incredible things.
As we move forward into the next stages of paramedicine, we're talking of prescribing, independent prescribing. We're looking at probably telemedicine, we're probably looking at ultrasound, we're probably looking at all sorts of new methods of assessing people.
That is only because of the work we've done before. So that heritage and that history is so key to driving us and reminding us how we take our journey forward.
The numbers of paramedics that are actually members is over 45%. That gives us a voice of credibility. That gives us a voice where we can actually stand up and say, we believe this is where paramedicine should go. Come and become part of this family that's going to make a difference and speak up and change the way paramedicine moves forward into the future.